I knew the fix was in. I knew the fix was in. After our loss in fantasy football. So the Carolina Panthers fell to the Atlanta Falcons in a game they should have won. That was heartbreak number one. And then heartbreak number two today was I lost in fantasy football. And when that happened, I just knew the Lakers were going to win. Because there's no way I'm going 0 for 3 on the day. There was no way I was going to lose all three. The Los Angeles Lakers got their first win of the season, defeating the Denver Nuggets, a team they played the other day, actually. They played the Nuggets. That was actually the last time you guys heard from me in terms of the Lakers. But they played the Denver Nuggets Wednesday. And they played them again today, winning 121-110 in Los Angeles Crypto.com arena, not Staples. Yeah, Lakers got their first win today. They look good. It looked like they were actually running plays today. Like for the first time to me, it looked like they were actually running plays. It looked like they actually practiced, knowing where to be on the court, holding the Denver Nuggets to 110 points. And I find it quite funny. It's crazy how much basketball has changed over the years. I remember back in the day, and for me, when I say back in the day, I'm referring to so let's go with the 2008-2009 season when they beat the Lakers beat Orlando in the NBA Finals. I remember when it was if the Lakers held the team under 100 points, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is what it was. If they held their opponent under 100 points, and then that would be free tacos for the city. But now, offenses are so explosive, the game has changed so much, it's now if the Lakers hold their opponent to 110 or lower, and then it's free tacos for the city. So I find that I think this is the first time I've noticed that change. Holding with the point total being 110. Now, maybe it's been like that for a few years, but I'm telling you, back then it was 100 points, holding them under 100 or something like that. But it just goes to show you how much offenses have changed, and Steph Curry has a lot to do with that. But anyway, yeah, the Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets today. The Panthers lost. I lost in fantasy football, but I couldn't go 0 for 3. I couldn't go to bed a total loser. I still have a losing record on the day. Last week I won in fantasy football, and the Panthers won, and the Lakers lost. So this week the record is in reverse, and next Sunday the Lakers play the Cavs. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about it. The Lakers beat the Nuggets. I keep saying that. They beat the Nuggets. We know about this new lineup Friday. I didn't get a chance to speak. I was busy doing some other things, but was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. They played the Minnesota Timberwolves. Horrible game for the Lakers. And of course, another game they were in. Turned the ball over like 22 times. Tonight, they finished with just 9 turnovers or so. With 9 turnovers. And you see what happens when you don't turn the ball over. You see what happens when you actually run plays. You see what happens when you're efficient with the ball. Russ finished the game off the bench again, and that's what we're going to talk about where's his stat sheet? Trying to pull it up. 18 points, 8 assists. 8 assists, 8 rebounds. Make 2 of 4 threes. LeBron James finished with 26 points on 10 of 22 shooting, 2 of 5 threes, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. AD, 23 points, 10 of 18, 15 rebounds. And Walker, who's been one of our best players, 18 points. But this new role, it feels like, this role for Westbrook coming off the bench is what feels right. Now, I'm not going to become a prisoner of the moment. It's only been 2 games, and it's not like they won both games. They won one, but Friday, with Rudy Gobert having like 21 rebounds, we do give them the benefit of the doubt in the regard that there was no Anthony Davis to help control Rudy Gobert on the boards. But it is all about chances. It's all about seeing how it turns out. Like I said, if it was as it was constructed, and we still don't know, but it was looking bad for them. They are just 1-5. They're the last team to get a win in the league. Even the Sacramento Kings got a win over the Miami Heat here at home yesterday on a Saturday afternoon. But let's see how it goes. Because this is the first time, I think, all season I've seen the Lakers high-five each other and do things like that whenever they make great plays and it was down the stretch. I haven't really seen them do that. But people are starting to look happy. But let's see how it goes before we jump the gun and just 100% crown it as this is it. This is the championship recipe. Let's see how it goes. It's not don't be a prisoner of the moment. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. It's looking good. It's looking more comfortable to watch Russ, because at first it's just like, this guy don't want to be here. He shouldn't be here if he's going to be miserable. It's not a good situation, and when it gets to that, it's beyond basketball. It's beyond, just a game. It's about him, his family, his children and wife and things like that. But again, if they can continue to play the way they did tonight against Denver, the first team to lose to the Lakers, they could be onto something. Playing defense, they were hitting threes. They didn't go crazy with the threes tonight. They made 13 of 30. They shot a lot, but it wasn't nothing super crazy. If we go and look at their previous shooting record on the three, and they were okay even in Minnesota. 9 for 29. We see them calming down on the threes, but defensively they were able to get a lot of stops, especially towards the end of that third quarter. In the they won the third quarter 38-34, and they were getting stops, and they were capitalizing on those stops and turnovers that they were getting. So like I said, something new, because they usually crumble after the first half, and they're usually down going into the fourth quarter, or the game just doesn't look good for them. So you got to give them credit. Of course, we gotta give credit where credit is due in that regard. Credit was credit is due. They ended up winning the game. You had, down the stretch, you had Russ, who made a 3-point shot. And then you had Lonnie Walker with a nice little pull-up jumper. Lonnie Walker came back again with a 3-pointer. And then Lonnie Walker again on a 16-foot pull-up jumper. And then you have Matt Ryan with a 3-pointer. All of this is in the last 4 minutes. Lonnie Walker comes back again with another 3-pointer. AD makes 2 free throws. Austin Reeves a layup. Austin Reeves make a free throw. And just like that, the Lakers close out the quarter, and they didn't look back. I mean, they got a little bit of a little cold streak. And you saw Denver coming back. Jamal Murray had his best game since he's been back this year. So you saw a little bit of a cold streak, but they took a timeout. And after the timeout, they were able to score after the timeout. So that, like I said, a positive sign. Lonnie Walker made 3 threes tonight. And I think all 3 came down the stretch at the end of that third quarter. He's been one of our best players. Definitely a guy we're going to need, Austin Reeves. So now it's all about seeing what Schroeder do when he gets back. They have a lot of guards. It's a guard-heavy team. Patrick Beverley is still another guy who hasn't lived up to what he has been in years past with the other teams he's been on, such as the Clippers. So still waiting for him as well, because it won't continue if more people aren't contributing. But this was a good thing tonight. Can't hate on tonight. The only negative I got is I lost in fantasy football, and the Panthers lost a game they very well should have won. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that kicker, and that was just foolishness. But Appreciate y'all for taking this time to hear me out. That has been your Laker report post-game. Beat the Denver Nuggets for their first win of the season. Coming up next for the Lakers, their next few games, it's still not easy for them because the West is just a tough conference. We enter November. They are home against the Pelicans Wednesday. They still haven't played a back-to-back all season. They're yet to play a back-to-back. Pelicans Wednesday, Jazz Friday, Cavaliers next Sunday, Jazz again, but this time in Utah next Monday, Clippers next Wednesday, Kings at home on the 11th, which is a Friday, Brooklyn. They got Brooklyn on a Sunday on the 13th, and they got the Pistons on Friday the 18th, Spurs. No, they got the Suns after that. Still haven't seen a back-to-back. When do they play their first back-to-back? Did I miss it? Oh no, I'm wrong. They play Sunday the 6th and Monday the 7th, so next week. But they don't have any back-to-backs. But yeah, they got the Spurs, Suns, Spurs. They got the Spurs back-to-back days in San Antonio. Then they got the Pacers and the Blazers. So we'll see. Entering a new month. So we'll see what they do. Warriors lost to the Pistons today. No Klay Thompson, but they also lost to the Bobcats or the Hornets. I did it again. Yeah, the Hornets. And I was right. I was thinking about New Orleans when I said Hornets that time. But yeah, they lost to the Hornets Sunday. And then earlier at Crypto.com Arena, the Pelicans blew out the Clippers. So like I said, New Orleans, man, they may be a top 3 seed. If you go check out my predictions video, I gave the predictions of everything I thought would happen in terms of playoffs and play-in. But Clippers, we'll see. Celtics beat the Wizards. Cavs beat the Knicks. Cavs is going to be a serious team this year. And the Timberwolves, a team who I think will make the playoffs, but a team I also don't think is very good in terms of seriously contending. They played the Spurs the 3rd time in a week, and they lost twice to them, and they lost again to them today. And when I saw that, I saw some of that game, I was just like, disappointed in the Lakers. Like, how did this team? But like I said, we didn't have AD, but I just don't think the Timberwolves are a serious contender like that. I think they'll be a first round exit. Mavericks beat the Magic, and the Suns beat down the Rockets. Suns looking like they may be in position to have that top record in the NBA again, or the Western Conference. I know I had the Warriors in my predictions video as the top record, but now that I think about it, of course I'm not changing it, but they're just not a team that's built for best record in the NBA or best record in the conference anymore. They get to the playoffs, you're going to have to really see them, but I don't know about best record. But anyway, yeah, that's been my take. Appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon. Have a blessed night, and take care.